Waiting on them diamond hands. That's time for the tendies.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Saturday, everyone. Greetings and welcomes, viewers. I am your host and storyteller, Silvernov. Thank you for joining us while we delve into the world of darkness with Vampire the Masquerade. This stream is intended for a mature audience and does contain mature themes that may not be suitable for all viewers. The game revolves around a dark horror theme and may contain content that may be a trigger for some audience members. Please keep in mind that this is a work of fiction. The views and actions of the characters are not explicitly the views or actions of the actual players. At no time should any of the violence or horror portrayed in our game be attempted by anyone at any time for any reason. Please sit back, grab a drink and a snack, and join us on the shadowy path that is the world of darkness. And now, before we start, please meet and welcome our players for the evening.
Good evening. I'm Raven, and I play Annabelle of Clan Nosferatu.
Good evening, I'm Sale. I'm playing Tim of Clan Bruja.
Hey everybody, I'm Trickster and I'm playing Sam Smith the Toreador.
Hey, I'm Chase. I'm going to be playing Keats or Johnathan the Thin Blood.
And again, I'm Silvanov, your host. And just a quick shout out to all of our friends in the Twitch and Discord universe for helping us to get past 50 followers. We have officially made affiliate status. Yay!
Yay! We appreciate y'all. Thank you.
As a celebration, have 5 free subs. Welcome to the party, everybody. Woo!
Free party.
So thank you, McStabber Studios. Thank you, Macabre Derek and followers, and anyone else who's been with us along our fun little journey. Thanks for being a part of it, and we look forward to continuing to do so and bringing some fun content each and every week. Hopefully, we'll be starting to do a little more here and there. Yay! Let's have some fun, y'all. Please, McStabber and others who have their streams, feel free to pop a URL into the chat and share it with everybody. It should actually work this week because last week apparently I had URLs blocked. We got that sorted, so please link away. So let's have a quick recap. I think one of our lovely players is going to help us with that.
Yes, I'm in charge of the recap tonight. So last week, Mr. Ezekiel White had a session with his therapist, and things were interesting. He, of course, spilled the beans as he always does, and something happened to his therapist, yet no one knows except for those that were in the room that night. Then later that evening, Miss Virginia Stone was visited by the police at her Haven Club and escorted to the police station where she was accosted by 2 SI agents. She later bravely fought her way through the SI agents in a spectacular fashion, which everybody appreciated. But prior to that, she summoned Tim to her using her special vampiric powers. Johnathan, Mr. Keats, was interrupted in his work that night by sounds outside of his house. And when he went outside to investigate, he found a message scrawled in blood on the wall that said, "Give us back the hand," with a hand staked through the front door of his house. There was also a mysterious werewolf symbol etched into the metal next to the door. All signs seem to point to this being the hand of Percy, his friend, who had just the night prior brought the assumed werewolf hand and given it to Johnathan to hold in his possession. Annabelle and Ezekiel did not have anything else to do that night, except for Annabelle did jump into the side of a wall. And on that note, we hand it over to our storyteller.
But you did forget one thing.
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I totally forgot.
Yes.
Mr. Sam Smith.
Yeah.
The Toreador galore. He held down the fort at the Haven Club and
chewed out the police.
He indeed. He stood up to the police, and he was the host deluxe that night, as all of the patrons appreciated his hard work and drink sales, or drink specials, I should say.
Yeah, it was drink special. It was a red and blue night. It was a special night because they messed with my club. I'm gonna capitalize.
So
now we hand it over to the guest.
We left off with the coterie members present filing away from the Prince William County Police Department post haste. And we'll go right to that. I believe, Tim, you were in your vehicle, and Annabelle and Zeke were going away in their own. Johnathan, where
He was in the
you?
car with me.
You were with Tim. That's
Yeah,
right.
I told Tim seemed like the no nonsense, like get me home as quick as possible because I got things to do.
Excellent. So fire away. We'll start with Tim and Johnathan driving away.
So, Mr. Keats, I'm gonna need actually, never mind. No, I don't need an address. We should be there shortly.
Appreciate it. So what went on in that room?
Some of our friends at various 3-letter agencies. Yeah, they've been poking their nose around lately. I can only imagine why.
Oh yeah, with the company that we keep.
Precisely. Anyway, so what's the story here? What do I understand your kind friend is MIA?
Yeah. I was told to give back the hand.
Uh-huh.
I try to the only place I know, I was hoping to find something at the hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go through the things at the hotel room to figure out where he is, or if I just need to be at the house, to give it back.
So what was with all the mess and the marking and everything on the door? Like, I cleaned up a little bit, but
There was a hand.
another hand?
It was probably Percy's hand nailed to my door.
That explains the blood. Okay. Any idea where they would have went from your residence?
I mean, I don't deal with werewolves.
Fuck. Well, I'm not super familiar with the Lupine myself, so do we have a resource for these kind of things? 311 is probably not going to be helpful. So
I'm going through my list right now.
Excellent.
And that's another reason why I'm trying to get home as soon as possible. It doesn't matter what the cost. I'm going to figure out what to do.
Alrighty. Well, I'm happy to chaperone this little adventure. Forgive the term.
No offense given or taken.
Few minutes. You two were heading back to Mr. Keats's Connex home.
His house.
As you begin to approach, you can see a little bit down the street the familiar flash of red and blue lights in the direction of his home.
Well, looks like your residence is blown. Good thing I cleaned up. What's the plan, Stan?
I have to be here.
Okay, so do we need to make these folks disappear?
I mean, if you could do that, that would be great.
I mean, I can, but considering, they probably got called for a reason, right? This would be where one of our chatty friends would be super useful right now. Okay, I'm going to pull up, but...
Tim, I'm going to give you a wits and awareness roll, please.
Okay. Three successes.
Okay. As you're getting a little closer, you're probably about a block and a half away. You do catch in your side and rear view mirror a vehicle appears to be following you. It is a kind of a black minivan. No headlights are on.
Is there anything on the roof that's visible?
Not that you can tell in the dark of night. But it's clear that it's keeping pace with you by about a half a block, with no lights on.
Interesting. We have a friend.
Gonna pull up my laptop and look at it.
I'm gonna keep driving, but not. I'm gonna ramble, but not make it obvious that I've caught on that they're tailing me.
Okay. Johnathan, what are you looking for with your laptop?
I'm going to message Grace saying that my haven is compromised. My place is compromised.
Okay, so you email that out. You do notice a notification in the bottom corner of your laptop of your little home ring system of your video cameras, showing motion alerts and camera triggers.
I'm going to check it out.
As you pull it up, and Tim makes a right-hand turn into the neighborhood prior to yours and begins to make his way, just randomly driving, you notice that there is indeed a vehicle out in front of your home. It's not what you would expect. It isn't a Prince William County car. It's not a sheriff's car. It's a large black Suburban, has G plates. They have a G, or government plates. You can see it clear as a bell as it's facing directly on your home. And all of the red and blue flashes that keep hitting it are from like the grill, just underneath the windshield. So they're not overt lights. They're the covert undercover lights of an unmarked vehicle. You also see your motion detectors are triggered on all of the sides of your home. No entry alerts, but the motion detectors have definitely been triggered multiple times. There's no one visible sitting in the Suburban that's parked in front of your door.
I don't see anybody in the vehicle that's parked like by my door.
You're muted.
Said, that's weird.
We need to get that hand no matter what, even if it's just like in and out.
So, the minute we pull over, the people that are following us are going to give chase, right? We should probably try and lose them first.
At this
but
moment.
We're only going to have a small window because chances are they know where we're headed, right?
How quick are you?
Quite quick.
If I give you my keys, can you make it while we pull over and I just talk with the people that are behind us?
I mean, you probably can. That might not be the best plan, but
I mean, I'm the most lifelike of all of us.
Hey, it's your funeral, bud. I'm happy to help. All right, let's do it. So I'm going to try and lose our tail.
Okay, so not pulling over.
Well, not immediately. I want to try and lose them and then circle back around to the house to get in and out. But we're only going to have a small window because I doubt we're going to lose them for long. So.
All right, pause. Sam Smith.
The man of the hour. Yeah.
You've heard from no one. The night's gone pretty well. It's getting late. Things are winding down at the Haven Club. The crew is cleaning up. getting ready to lock down for the night.
Mm-hmm. What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Me? I am going to leave a message with the county commissioner's office stating that his police are blocking the entrance to my business. And I am not happy about that. And I need him to do something about it. Yeah, I mean, it's late. I doubt he's going to be in at this hour. So I just left a message. He'll probably just call me tomorrow.
Who are you leaving a message for?
County commissioner.
County commissioner.
Yep, I left a message stating that the police were blocking the entrance to my club, and I am unamused, and I need him to fix this.
You left a message. Got it.
Yep.
So other than dropping a quick phone call and a message, what else is going on?
Well, I'm going around helping everybody clean up, helping the crew make sure everything's all straight and put away for the night.
Okay.
And I'll tell everybody, despite our setback, we did great. Business was a rousing success tonight.
All right. So Lorenzo, after going about his duties and making sure that everybody's finishing up, and as you're giving your kind of post-evening pep talk and see everybody tomorrow, good job, he approaches Mr. Smith.
Yeah, Lorenzo?
Have you heard from Freddie at all?
No, I haven't, and I'm not liking this, Lorenzo. Have you heard from him?
No, and that is really
Concerning.
not like him.
It's really concerning. He's usually here prompt, or he's usually giving me or Miss Stone a ride. But yeah, something's not right.
Has anybody gone by his house yet?
No, not that I know of. I mean, I could send someone to go check.
I mean,
she was going to go check.
We're finishing up. I could head over there.
I mean, I will appreciate if you go over there and see if you see any sign of him, or if you see his car, or if you hear from him, ask him if he's okay.
Yeah. Look, I know she's got a set of keys up in her office to his place, so I'm gonna go get them, and then we'll lock up, and I'll head over there, and I'll hit you up and text you and tell you what I find.
Sounds good to me. I'll be here.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm fine. You go see if you can find Freddie.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Mr. Smith. I'll let you know as soon as I know something.
No problem. Appreciate it.
So he turns and kind of jogs up the stairs, disappears down the hallway, assuming he fetches some keys, and a moment later he's jogging back down the stairs, past you, and out the front door, and is gone. So leaving you at the Haven Club by yourself.
Which is fine, because I get me a chance to try to text. I would try to text Mr. Toon, but he's probably driving. So yeah, that's not a good thing. And I don't have Annabelle's number, so I can't text her either. And Mr. Keats doesn't have a phone, so I can't get a hold of him either. So
should be an email.
That's true, but I don't know, Mr. Keats. If he has an email, I doubt he'll answer right now, or at all. But I can try to just text Virginia and let her know, shoot her a message saying Lorenzo's gonna go check on our missing Freddie, and he'll let me know what's going on, and I'll let you know. That's all I'm sending to her. Because we all know that she's worried about where he is. So I think if Lorenzo checks, he'll let me know, and I can go tell her what's going on.
All right. So what else are you doing?
Setting the security system. So if everybody's gone, I'm pretty much setting the security system at this point.
Okay. I will come back to you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Annabelle.
Yes.
Tim and Johnathan drive off.
Mm-hmm.
You recover bruised pride or ego, whichever the case may be. Annabelle 0, Wall 1.
Yep.
Back to your car. You see them drive off. What are you doing as you have Zeke in the back of the car?
I am planning on heading back to the flop house to turn in for this evening. Mostly just because I don't need Mr. White to cause any more trouble for me, and there isn't anything else that necessary. I thought, if I'm trying to remember the time, I thought we were getting pretty late, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting late.
Okay, yeah. So I don't want to risk, and I don't want to risk having to like dig my own grave somewhere and drag Mr. White down into it. So I will head back to the Nosferatu flop house.
Excellent. So there you head. It's only probably about 6 miles away from where you are. It only takes a few minutes to get there. Is there anything special you're going to do other than get out of daylight's way?
No, not particularly. Not now. I already contacted Mr. Fardu, I believe is what his name was, to ask him to meet me here in a couple nights. And that was really all I had on my plate. So
okay. Sam, as you're doing your last walk around and setting security, you poke your head in to the little private VIP lounge on the downstairs floor behind the Scooby-Doo door. And there is someone sitting at the far end at the bar. A woman by herself.
I walk over. Excuse me, can I help you?
Fiona turns around, swiveling in the chair.
Oh, it's you, Miss Fiona.
Mr. Smith.
Yes, ma'am. That's my name.
It's gotten pretty quiet in here. Are we alone?
Everyone's pretty much gone for the evening. It's just me.
Is that pretty much? It's just you. Is it?
It's just right currently right now it's just me. Because there was an incident before we opened.
Was there?
Yes, apparently a student of Virginia's was kidnapped and she had to go fill out paperwork at the police station, and I haven't heard from her since.
A student?
And I guess so. That's what she said.
Intriguing.
Yeah.
So,
and
Sam.
Yes.
Why
Fiona?
are you here?
Right. Someone had to run the club while she's not
Sam.
here.
Why are you here in Virginia in this domain? Why? My domain, really.
Because Virginia asked for help, and as a friend and a good person, as a good kindred, I'm not going to abandon someone in need, especially if they are of the same clan as me. I'm not just going to say no.
So you're a lapdog.
I'm not a lapdog, Fiona.
Really? She says step, you fetch. She says jump, you say how high.
Now you're just putting words in my mouth.
Oh, I've witnessed and watched it, actually.
Because I'm helping her out. It is my job as floor manager.
So you have no ambitions of your own, Sam?
Right now, no, because I don't need anything. I have what I need. Why would I need anything right now? And if I did, why would I tell you?
For one, you should remember your place.
I know.
Did you forget who I am?
I know who you are. We was the ones who was worried about you more than anything.
Worried about me enough to hand me to the Tremere Warlock.
He could probably wake you up a lot better than we can. If we woke you up, you would have beaten everybody that was around you.
Majesty, and stands up. and glares at you. You handed me to the Tremere. You gave me to them like a gift wrap box with a bow. Do you have any idea what I had to accept to even leave their place?
You
No,
don't even know what we accepted to even get you awake. To even try to get you awake. You don't know what we accepted. We had to do a major life boon to the warlock. Everybody in the coterie had to do a major life boon to the warlock just to get you awake.
Mr. Smith.
So don't say I don't know
Mind
what you went
your
through.
tone and remember who you are talking to.
Well, you're accusing me of something that you don't know about. You didn't ask Virginia or me what we went through.
Okay, I need you to roll your composure and resolve, please.
Yeah, Sam's a little ticked right now.
Sorry,
I got
intelligence and resolve.
Oh, I got to reroll that now.
Sam, this one's to you, bud.
I got 6 successes on that.
Wow. Truly?
Yeah. Truly 6 successes on that.
Right. She will burn a willpower. Okay, yeah. With the enforced majesty still in effect, the compulsion comes over you. She points at the floor and commands you to kneel.
And if you wonder if I would kneel, Fiona, the answer is no. I'm standing my ground.
Well, wait. The compulsion overcomes you as she points and commands you to kneel. She has mesmerized you, invoked with the overflowing influence and effect of majesty on top of a dominate. You can attempt to fight this.
And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fight this because she has no right to treat me like I'm some sort of lapdog.
Okay. A moment, please.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First, I want you're going to need to burn a temporary will.
That's fine.
And start with a composure. Wait a minute. I just had it. Start with your composure and resolve.
4 successes on that.
Okay, that's not going to cut it.
I kind of figured that.
So now you can succeed at a cost.
Mm-hmm.
If you are really determined to ignore her command, you have the ability to succeed at a cost.
I'm worried what the cost is going to be. Yay. Because I'm nobody's lapdog. If I actually put words in my mouth, it's kind of set me off.
Okay.
So I might have to. This is the first time I'm going to succeed at a cost on this one. Okay. First time ever, folks. First time ever.
You are permanently going to lose a willpower. As you struggle against her immense mental and presence control. And as your knees begin to bend and your back begins to arch, your beast fires up. It is not happy. We saved that cunt. Who the fuck does she think she is? Fuck her! Fuck her! Fuck her! As you feel the force of will evaporate as you force your legs to straighten, as you force your back to straighten, and again begin to speak to her, even though your body, at all costs, your brain, every muscle in your being is begging you to kneel. You overcome it. There's a certain gratitude, there's a certain weight in your mind's mind. Your beast is salivating at this display of power over an elder vampire that you know is dangerous. You know she despises you. And here you stand, erect in spite of her commands. What do you say as you straighten your back?
Fiona, I know you don't like me. You despise me. All because I've gained dome. I have status. You're mad at that, the fact that I was given status instead of earning like everybody else. Look, I did not want status. I didn't want it at all. But now that I have it, I'm not going to sit here and not use my fullest potential. Now you either help me in the best Toyota possible, or I'll do it on my own. Your choice. Because I will go home. Because that's what I was trying to do.
The rage that wrinkles her face creates small droplets of blood forced from the pores on her forehead. Her eyes darken as she... How to envision this? She can't believe that you were able to stand, and it shows. She is livid. It is painted on her body as her muscles tense. She begins to vibrate.
At this point, I said what I said. I turn around and I leave. I'm ignoring her and I'm leaving.
You attempt to turn as her vibrating form becomes a blur of movement. I will give you a dexterity and athletics as she begins to move.
Five successes.
5 successes. Wow. Aren't you the roller tonight, Mr. Smith? Oops, wrong window. Of course, it's the wrong window because I'm in the middle of a stream in a game. And I probably just went green to all my players.
No, you're fine.
All right. For dexterity and athletics, you got 5 successes. Okay.
Yeah.
She faints to the right as you begin to turn. At which point she begins to move faster than you can calculate. She moves with a celerity that you have never probably witnessed, save maybe Tim blinking from time to time, though this is not blink. The wind around you moves as you feel a slight scratch at the side of your neck. She stops moving as you finish turning, showing you a blade. There's just enough of a scratch on the side of your neck that she drew just the slightest hint of line of blood, almost as if it was the perfect strike, as if she was meant to do it that way. She stops in front of you as you finish your turn. Status, Mr. Smith? You think this is about status and my like or dislike of you having it or not? I can erase your status with a word. I can erase you with the flick of my wrist. If you don't learn some respect in the next breath you take, I will teach you the respect I demand.
But Permagent Fiona, isn't respect earned, not given? And so far, you have not shown me that you want to give me the respect that I earn.
Do you think that I owe you anything? Do you think I owe you respect?
We saved you. Don't I get something for that besides the cut on my neck? Apparently not. And so far, all you did was attack me. Ever since you awakened and showed up in the Haven Club last time.
She vibrates, moves with a gust of wind, completing her circle around behind you again, leaving another line on the other side of your neck, identical to the one she had already placed there. She leans in and whispers quietly into your ear. Everything you have or think you have is because I've allowed it. If you think I owe you anything, you had better take stock and look around you. Everything you see is mine. Mine, Mr. Smith, and everything in it is mine. And right now, that includes you.
Are you done, Fiona? Can I go? Or are you going to give me final death? Because so far, that feels like that's what you're giving me.
Okay.
Dumpster's working overtime tonight.
Sam has been annoyed since he opened the club. And it's starting to show.
You feel a hand on your shoulder. It is the most gentle touch you've ever felt. It feels alluring. It feels nice. At the same time, your beast screams in bloody terror. As you look down and see a stake sticking out of your chest before your body collapses to the ground. You are conscious. You can hear. You can see. You can feel. And you certainly hear your beast screaming in terror. We'll be back. Tim, Johnathan. Tim, I would like a wits and driving, please.
Ooh. 3. Oh, thank goodness.
So Tim begins to navigate neighborhoods he's never driven through before and starts making random turns. Not breaking the laws as he's trying not to gain extra attention. And kind of going by that innate sense of where am I? How do I get where I'm going? You make your way back to Route 28 in Old Town, kind of circumventing through a couple of neighborhoods. And as far as you can tell, at least immediately, the black minivan is no longer directly behind you.
All right. Mr. Keats, the keys, and where precisely was that hand?
Give him the keys, and I will say in the safe upstairs, and I'll give him the combo as well.
Excellent. I am going to rouse the blood.
Okay.
Ooh, and I do get hungry.
Okay. What's your hunger at now?
2.
Your beast makes itself known, though not too loudly. It begins noticing things like a night person walking a dog, the homeless guy at the corner. Oh, there's more than one hand, Mitwad. You start noticing Kine out for early morning / late night strolls or what have you, the occasional car coming in and out of the 7-Eleven near the corner as you pass it.
Mm-hmm.
Your beast also takes notice of Johnathan.
Not our taste.
Kind of gives a internal sniff of the air, as if trying to taste as if it were a serpent. Gives that mental picture of what's it taste like. Is it chicken? And where do you go from here?
First, I need a wits and awareness for witnesses.
Sure.
And any cameras that don't belong to Mr. Keats.
Okay, so are you making your way back to his place as you drive?
Yeah, that was the original plan because we have to go get the hand.
Right.
So basically, ditch the people tailing us long enough to get back to his place, grab the hand, and leave.
Okay, so you as far as you know, you ditch the tail and making your way back. You get back down the same street. You notice that the red and blue flashes have ceased.
Okay. I'm going to pull up kind of behind, like it's a block, right?
Yeah.
It's a whole block. So I'm going to pull up like kind of behind, and I'm going to ask Mr. Keats, are there any cameras I should be worried about?
I mean, I have cameras, but
To your knowledge.
delete the footage.
Yes. But is that it? Is that all?
I mean, as far as I know, I'm the
Okay.
only one with cameras, and I will delete that footage.
All right. Well, I should be back momentarily. So I'm going to step out the car and start walking around slowly. And I want to roll wits and awareness to see what's in the area, basically.
All right. So
Cameras, people,
go ahead and
etc.
roll your wits and awareness.
3.
The Suburban is still there.
Okay. Is there anyone in it?
As far as you can tell, no. But the red and blue flashes have the strobes have been turned off.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't anyone apparent in your immediate line of sight when you take a look around.
Okay. Is there player to storyteller for Blink, I can't blink and unlock a door in Blink, right? It has
Sure,
to
you
be
can. It's a
straight
couple of
line of
different
sight.
actions. So you can blink to the door, unlock it, and then blink through it or blink away from it. But yeah, it's 2 separate actions. You're going to blink there, take an action, and then blink again. So you're going to rouse every time you do the blink, right?
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, however many blinks it takes for me to get to basically I want to find kind of a hidden area out of the way near his door, and then blink to the door, grab the hand, lock up, blink back to the bush, right? However many actions that takes, I'll
Sure.
roll. Just
So
let me know.
it's easy enough for you to find a nearby corner of another house or building that's nearby and have
Yeah.
line of sight. So that's easy enough. Simply make your roll
Yep.
for your blink. Did you give him a key?
Mhm.
He did.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave him my key and the combo for the safe.
Okay.
And where
I
it's
do
at.
not get hungrier.
Okay. So you blink to the door. Jonathan, as you're kind of watching, you see Tim just suddenly appear in front of your door as if he dropped out of obfuscate. You see him fiddle with the door and obviously with a key. Do you open the door? What are you doing?
Gonna start taking notes.
Yeah, opening the
Okay.
door and basically blinking up to his safe, grabbing the hand. Like, I'm trying to make this
Okay,
as
so-
fast as possible because I know those guys are chasing us.
So you can't just blink up to his safe because there's not a
Right,
line of
okay,
sight to
so-
that. So you're like, you got to go in, go to the
Fleetness,
stairs.
then, right.
Right. You could move super fast in there
Yeah.
without a problem.
So I'll be doing that.
Okay.
And then lock up and blink back to the shadows and make for the car, right?
Okay.
Oh, Tim. So if you're in the safe, do you grab anything else?
Well, I'm going to see what's in the safe.
So
You gave me the combo. I mean,
Mhm.
it's stupid not to look. Like,
Oh, you had something, Silvanov?
So, you're going to rouse for fleetness because that's different action than blink.
oh,
And fleetness will be in effect until you.
don't get hungrier.
Okay. You dice are with all of you today. All right. So you begin to move
I got
superhuman
hungry.
fast.
Ain't with me that much.
Run in up the stairs. You follow the directions to the room that he said houses the safe. When you round the door in your speed and haste, you almost stumble over someone hunched over at the safe.
Hmm. What do they look like?
A moment. If you would give me a dexterity and awareness, please. Two. Okay, it's an unfortunate thing that happens.
Uh-huh.
As you zoom into the room, you notice a moment too late that your forehead catches a small wire. You hear a click and a boom as you almost trip over the guy huddled over the safe. You're going to take 2 aggravated damage as a shotgun fires off into your chest at almost point
Damn,
blank
that's with
range.
toughness?
Yeah, it burns like a motherfucker.
Oh.
The room ignites in a puff of fire and smoke. I need you
Okay.
to roll your willpower, please, as a Rorschach test against a fire frenzy.
Hopefully I'll do better this time around. 4 successes.
Okay, you do not frenzy. Your beast almost squeals in terror as fire not only erupts around you but also hits your chest for what you can only assume might have been dragon's breath rounds coming out of a shotgun sear into your flesh, causing the aggravated wound. The shotgun, you hit it fast enough that it actually comes off of whatever it was leveraged on and falls and clatters to the floor. As whoever was there, now you have its or his or hers or whatever's full attention.
So, can I tell who/what it is?
It is someone dressed in black pants, a black hoodie, with a balaclava over their face.
Are they breathing?
Hard to tell. Your eyes are adjusting to the sudden flash of firelight that engulfed the room.
Okay, so I'm gonna go grapple this motherfucker from behind.
Okay, you're kind of face to face.
Oh, I'll blink.
Okay.
I'll blink.
Okay, so rouse for the blink.
Don't get hungry there, at least.
All right, and roll for your grapple, sir.
All right. So
I'm getting chatted to death. What's going on? In the Zoom, I missed 34 chats. Okay, that was all before we started. Never mind.
Okay.
I'll read that in a minute.
That's a lot of points. Whoo! 6 successes, a messy crit.
Oh, okay. A messy crit.
I have a feeling this is going to turn out poorly.
What do you do? I mean, you blink and do what? You're grappling him and doing what?
Basically, asking him what the fuck he's doing in here, first of all.
All right, so let's
I don't want to snack this guy if he's a friend of Mr. Keats, but if he ain't supposed to be there, this fool's got to go.
Let's take a brief step backwards. You just got shot with incendiary shotgun rounds searing into your chest.
Uh-huh.
You're in there to recover what is potentially believed to be a severed limb of a lupine.
Uh-huh.
There's a G vehicle outside. And you just blink behind this guy as your beast is screaming in terror and rage. And you grappled him and done what? With this messy critical?
Well, I wanted to see if he was breathing and trying to figure out who this dude actually is. If he's a human,
how did you grapple him?
Behind the neck, around the neck.
Perfect.
And I got his arm, right?
Perfect. As you grapple him, if he were breathing, you're pretty sure it's not now. As your overzealousness, you can hear and feel the crunch and snapping of neck vertebrae as he goes limp in your hands.
Oh, I made an oopsie. Well, I'm gonna feel his neck. Does he have a pulse?
No.
Well, shit. Then I can't drink him.
You can still drink him.
Hold on, player to storyteller. I thought drinking the dead was a no-no. Or is that fresh enough that it doesn't matter? Basically,
in the words of the Princess Bride, he's mostly dead.
Okay, so well, if there's no pulse, then
yeah, I mean this has happened in the blink of an eye, literally, because you've used the power of blink. So it was like, blam, shotgun blast, blink, and crunch. So yeah, if you were going to sink your teeth in and take a point or two of hunger down, yeah, you could do that. You're not going to go to 0 because, well, already dead.
Well, okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. So I was more concerned that if it was Kine or a Lupine or something, that maybe drinking them would be a poor choice. So
well, you don't know that until you stink in and take a taste.
Oh, damn it. I got juice boxes in the car. I ain't got time for this shit. Let's get in the safe.
Okay. He gave you a combination. So what do? You just drop the body?
Yeah, just thud.
Okay. You get in the safe, and sure enough, They're in a small Ziploc bag. Well, not a small
Mhm.
Ziploc bag, but like a gallon-sized Ziploc bag is
Freezer
what
bag.
appears to be the severed hand of a lupine.
And there's a whole bunch of manila folders that are like very worn and like rubber banded together.
Mm. Yeah, what else is in this safe? Like, I'm gonna take
That's what
I'm gonna take
that's
a
what you
moment to
see.
look around.
Yeah,
That's-
like a whole bunch of manila folders that are like rubber bound together and like encompass most of the safe, just like different folders and stuff like that. And it looks like probably like old letters, and then the gallon bag with the hand. I wouldn't be upset if you took anything. Well,
Oh, okay.
Chase wouldn't be upset. Jonathan would be very, very upset.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the hand, but I'm gonna make note and careful stock of what was in there, just in case it becomes relevant later.
Okay.
So I would have pretty detailed knowledge of the contents of your safe. Then I would say,
Well,
is that fair?
a bunch of manila envelopes,
Yeah.
unless you're going to go through them.
Well, yeah. I want to flick through them quickly.
Okay,
Like I
so
want to take a
pause-
general look, see
pause
what's
with
in
that.
there.
Jonathan,
Yes.
he blinks to the front door, undoes the knob, and then inhumanly fast runs into the house. A split second later, there is a muffled boom, and you can hear a window get blown open, and a small gout of flame exits the far side of your upper story home.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing when you see this?
I am going to like. I'm going to be very aggravated and just. I'm trying to ponder. I'm like, I know I shouldn't go in there in case he's coming back. I'm slow. Tim, you're muted if you're trying to talk.
Yeah, so the
Fuck.
house is actually on fire now. I forgot that part of it. Because I passed the frenzy check, so I
roster,
was
yeah.
like, oh yeah, totally
Yeah,
went in my head.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna run in.
Okay. So you get out of the car, run in, and head immediately up the stairs?
Yep, to try to, and I have fire extinguishers just in case my alchemy gets
Grab
a
one
little
along
awry.
the way?
Yeah, and I'm going to grab the number 3 blood as well to pocket.
Okay. You go running up the stairs. Tim, as you're rifling through, the smell of burning fabric, burning paint, wood, and other things starts to fill the air. The smoke begins to gather, and you
Is there
hear,
a bag nearby?
Is there a bag?
Yeah,
I
is there
don't
like
know.
any
Would
sort of
there be a
satchel,
bag in this
some
room?
sort of bag,
No.
a sheet, a window treatment?
Not anymore.
Basically, I'm trying to scoop the contents of the safe and leave.
Well, how big is the safe, Jonathan?
It's pretty sizable.
Okay, so this
Like,
is a proper
this is
safe,
like-
not just like a
yeah.
little cube.
Mm-mm.
So, Tim, you hear...
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. I got 2 pips in technology. Would I know this is a fireproof safe? I would.
Well, I'm saying it is a fireproof safe. I don't know if you have enough.
Well,
most,
I mean, it's
most
that's up
safes,
to the storyteller.
most safes of this size are generally fireproof.
Perfect. Then I'm gonna grab the hand, close it, spin the dial, and grab that joker and head downstairs.
You could just chuck it out the window that blew out. And besides that,
I mean,
as you begin to try and wrench this thing free of the floor, you hear footsteps running towards you.
I'm gonna turn around and look.
I would probably be yelling before he would see me, be like, Tim, what the fuck are you doing?
So there you have it. You turn to look and hear...
You have some friends, Mr. Keats.
Shit.
Yeah, I got a nice
Gonna
little tattoo
put
right
out the-
here.
Put
You see
out the
this?
fucking. I'm gonna try to put out the fire.
Thankfully you caught it enough to where there's probably enough in this canister. It's probably a large canister since you have a chem lab to put out things that have caught and are smoldering, including Tim's chest. Smoking shirt and jacket and all. So
I'll hit you like a couple of times.
Rapidly put out the available fire. Tim, you get hosed down with chemical fire retardant.
Did you get the hand?
Yeah, I got it right here. Let's grab this joker and bounce.
I need to grab one more thing.
Do what you got to do. I'll meet you at the car. I'm going to throw that idiot over my shoulder and take him with us.
Take the corpse.
Grab the book and then lock up after me.
Which book? The one under
book.
glass?
Yes.
Okay. One second, just making a note. Okay. The Tim leads the way as he's got some black clad limp corpse over his shoulder, heading back towards where he parked the car. Johnathan stops on the main floor to retrieve the book that was under the glass that you remember from the evening before, or earlier that evening, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Grabs that, throws it on your arm, and out you guys go. Get to the car, pop him in the trunk, the back seat, whatever, and head off.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go? You know you're running out of time for the evening.
Probably book it to my no-tell motel in the area.
Okay.
Do I know where Grace sets up her haven?
Would she share that with you? I would say that there's a chance you know. Whether or not she's identified it as this is my haven is another story entirely. She's entertained you at more than one location.
I would ask Tim drive us there, especially if they know Miss Stone's location. I got a van at my location, like maybe his location is blown.
All right, so Tim, that's up to you. You're driving.
Yeah, wherever you want to go, boss. That's fine by me. It's probably nicer than my place.
All right. You make it to one of the locations that she has entertained you at. It's a nice little condo. No lights on. If you attempt to knock on the doorbell, what have you, there is no response. There's no movement from inside. Seems to be vacant.
Cool. I'll open it.
Picking the lock, kicking it open. What are you doing?
I'm pretty sure, like,
or using a door code.
Yeah, I think I know a
punch
code.
key schlag locks.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, absolutely. The two of you get in. The sun is coming, so it's down and dirty time. What are you doing?
Looking for the basement.
It's a condo. There isn't much of a basement.
Oh, okay. So
I'm going to help.
There's like 2
Tim.
or 3 rooms. So
yeah, I'm going to help Tim get in like one of the closets and like make sure that they're
Bathroom,
okay before
closet,
I do
what have
anything. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. What do you do with the body? Did you take it in the condo with you, or leave it in the car?
I probably would have taken it with me.
No, don't bring it in here.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't have brought it. And actually, no, yeah, I learned my lesson the last time. Just leave it in the damn car.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So, Johnathan, you get Tim squared away. What are you doing as you're not as pressed by the sun approaching?
Yeah, I am going to try to research and put out feelers for like Lupine.
Through your thin blood circles or other avenues?
I'm going to think thin bloods first.
All right. So you're going to do that. And we're going to take our first break. And we will return in but a couple of moments. Once again, I'm going to give shout outs and stab outs to McStabber Studios, Macabre Derek, Coffee Cat, and all the others who have been following us and helping us break our affiliate wall. Woohoo! That's so exciting, y'all. That's kind of really cool. We are going to take a brief break. We're going to need to take another one when Virginia Stone joins us, but we will be back in 5 to 7 minutes. We will see you all very, very shortly. Thank you for joining us, and please stick around. And welcome back, everyone. Thank you for bearing with us. Hope you all had a good quick break. We are joined by Mr. Ezekiel White, played by Mitwad.
Yes, you are.
So, the evening concludes. Johnathan, you have a few moments of alone thought time to gather brain on the hurricane of events that just occurred in the last 12 hours before you two must at least slumber at some point. Is there anything you would like to accomplish or do once you've tucked Mr. Tim away?
I think the only thing I'm going to do is comb my resources to figure out like something about these lupines to figure out how to get Percy back, if I can get him back.
Okay, you won't come up with something in the immediate, but the wheels are turning, and when you have the opportunity to tap some other resources outside of yourself, we'll explore that.
Good.
I need everyone to make a rouse check, except for Mr. Sam Smith, who is currently incapacitated and otherwise occupied.
I failed. I'm hungrier. Oops. Sorry, Zeke.
I do not
You
gain
still
hunger.
failure? So success.
I'm also hungrier.
Wait, am I the only motherfucker that passed? Lovely.
Annabelle.
Yep. Sorry. I'm here.
The setting sun tugs at your unconscious mind. As the light fades, beckons you from your slumber. As well, Zeke, tucked away back at the Nosferatu Flophouse,
Crawl against the toilet as usual.
curled up in the bathroom floor, being dragged from slumber.
Annabelle kind of starts unfolding herself out of the bathtub per her usual current nightly routine, and she kind of I just kind of growl like I'm not exactly happy right now. So last night's failures and information is still not setting super well with me. So
No. Zeke would kind of have that, well, we fucked up look on his face.
we need to find our compatriots, Mr. White.
Indubitably.
I believe Mr. Toon's number is in this cell phone, correct? You called him, I believe.
Correct.
Perfect.
As for Mr. Smith's, Ms. Stone's, I have them committed to memory if need be.
Mr. Toon seems like the most reasonable of the bunch. I would rather talk to him first because he is a man of action.
And we do need a man of action.
Indeed, Mr. White.
But first, would you like some breakfast?
No,
After.
Mr. White. I am afraid I would do horrible things to you in my current mood, and so I don't wish to take that anger
And
out
why
on
should
you.
today be any different?
Well, if you would excuse me, I think I have to visit Mr. Jones today and see how his temperament is adjusting.
By all means, Mr. White, I'm going to leave you here for an hour. I expect you to be back here at the end of said hour.
This apartment and this room exactly, or this apartment?
I said right here.
Yes, mistress.
And then Annabelle is going to storm out of the apartment, heading out into I'm gonna go to my car. I'm driving to Rebecca's place.
Okay. Zeke,
Yes.
I assume you bent her out the door rapidly after her heading down the stairs to Mr. Jones's apartment, where you will find the cantankerous fucker right where you expect to find the cantankerous fucker. Do you knock, let yourself in? What is it you do?
It's unlocked as usual, correct?
Yep.
So we'll try the handle, see that it's unlocked.
Yep.
Knock twice. Room service. And enter immediately.
Fuck, why are you here again? Why? What do you want?
To have a chat, Mr. Jones.
About what?
He'll smile. Well, our new relationship. I assume you felt a little better as of lately.
My
Maybe a
gout's
little
not
more.
acting up and my back doesn't hurt. What do you want?
A mutual relationship, Mr. Jones.
Mutual how? You gonna get me my meds every week or what?
A matter of speaking, yes, Mr. Jones.
What do you want?
He'll smile. Well, and he'll take out one of the vials in his pocket, the one that he got from the doctor's office. Would you like to try this? It's guaranteed to get rid of any ache or pain.
My pharmacy's not ready till Friday. Did you already pick it up?
Yes, I did.
Well, what are you waiting for? Give me my medicine.
I'll give him the bottle that has the LSD in it.
Oh my god. And how much do you give him?
Oh, I give him the smallest amount of dose I can give him.
So a drop or two.
A drop or two, yeah. just enough to give him for feeling better.
Okay. He hasn't put his teeth in.
That's
so
fine.
he kind of opens his gummy mouth and just sticks his tongue out as you drop a couple of drops into his mouth.
Yeah, they said this was a new prescription they were going to try to get rid of the gout pain.
Well, good. What else do you want now? Go away.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure that it kicks in long enough for you to feel better, because this is how the relationship should work.
Fine, I'm getting a beer.
All right.
And he
I'll
trudges off to the little kitchenette, opens the fridge and pulls out a Pabst Blue Ribbon, rips the still available pull tab, the little ring tab off, and just slams it back. Grabs another one, pops the top, and walks back to his little living room and plops up on his couch facing the door, patting his shotgun and sipping at his beer.
I will have moved in that time that he has gone to the kitchen, out of his peripheral vision, waiting for that LSD to kick in, so I could take at least 2 from him.
Okay.
When appropriate.
So that'll take the better part of a good 30 minutes.
Yeah.
40 minutes. Before you notice that he's visibly kind of changed. pupils getting pinpricked, what have you. When he looks suitably inebriated on said hallucinogen, you will easily successfully feed for 2 points of hunger.
I'll take 2 points from him then.
And he says little to nothing about it as he just kind of looks and watches the door, clutching the barrel of his shotgun.
I will see you in a few days, Mr. Jones.
Get out, all of you. Get out. Take your friends with you.
Our friends are... He'll kind of put his arm around an invisible figure. My friends and I, and he's pointing to it, are leaving right now. And we will leave Mr. Jones to his cantankerous ways and go back exactly to the spot we were standing in the bathroom.
Okay.
Stone statue standing there.
Johnathan, Tim. The world pulls you from your torpid sleep, awakening you as vampires often do when the sun retreats. Tim, you find yourself in uncomfortable, unfamiliar surroundings in what looks to be a closet. It takes you a moment to realize, oh yeah, I had to sleep in a fucking closet. Johnathan, I imagine you either crashed out on a bed or a couch or wherever it is you did, and that's where you wake.
Yeah, I'm on the bed. All right. We got to get the fuck out of here and start doing things. I'm going to go in the other room to knock on Tim's door.
Yeah, I'm going to crawl out of the closet and stand up and shake myself loose.
All right. As you do, Johnathan gets to the room, knocks on the door, and opens.
All right, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Was this not a safe place for us or what?
Safe-ish, but I don't want to
overstay our welcome. Got it. Let's get the fuck out of here.
The two of you exit the condo. I won't make you roll, but the first thing that both of you notice is there's no car. It's gone.
Wonderful. Well, there goes breakfast.
fuck.
I have a feeling that's going to be a problem.
Gonna. Do you have any place that's safe?
Yeah, but we need a vehicle to get there.
And call Uber or.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'll Uber and we can head to my no-tell motel.
Okay. Within about 10-15 minutes, the expected vehicle approaches. Uber driver's there, rolls the window down. Johnathan Keats in 1?
Yep.
Where to?
The no-tell motel, please.
I'm gonna say something close to there, but I'm not gonna say the actual.
Okay, so which is it?
The one that's close by.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Like it'll only be like 6 minutes.
That's fine.
Hey, if you guys want some drinks, you want me to turn on some music, whatever.
Hey,
in
look,
the back.
look, I'll give you that 5 stars. Just
no. Thanks, man. That's awesome because this town sucks.
Yeah, like just don't engage. Like that's what I want.
Oh, okay, right. Here we go. Please put your seatbelts on.
The more you talk, the worse this is.
No problem. And he does the little zips his lips and tosses a key and starts driving.
I'm just gonna like
almost
massage my fucking temples. And I'm like,
almost 7 minutes,
already
exactly 7 minutes later, he pulls up to the location you gave him. And he doesn't even thank you for riding with him, doesn't ask you anything. He's just like, gives you almost,
Well,
if he could do
it was
jazz
7
hands, he
minutes,
probably
but
would
he
have done
didn't say
that.
anything else. I'd give him the 5 stars.
Yeah, I'll give him the 5 stars. Just
Fair enough.
I needed that 7 minutes of solace.
Have a good night, bud.
He toots his horn twice and starts to drive away.
I'm gonna head inside.
But it's that annoying toot from a Prius.
Damn.
Meep, meep.
I'm going to, as soon as we get to the room, pull out my laptop.
Okay.
Do I have any messages?
A moment, please. I click on the right thing here. I lost my notes. I apologize. Sorry, stream. Tim, what are you doing while he checks his laptop?
I'm looking for a juice box.
You have some.
So basically, I want to drink down to 1 health and also heal whatever
Okay.
I can.
So aggravated wounds don't just magically disappear.
Right.
I need you to roll for that, please. Just give me 3 rouse checks in a roll.
Shit. 2 successes.
All right, so your hunger is going to go up once. Whilst
Okay.
you are healing, you're going to be able to heal an aggravated wound.
Okay.
Not both, but
Yeah. Hey, one's better than none.
so basically the scorch marks kind of disappear into almost scar-like tissue. Your whole chest still looks extremely peppered. Angry, red and swollen tissue, but at least the burn marks aren't exactly apparent.
Excellent. So I'm also going to look for a change of clothing, which should be readily available.
Yep, it's your room. So change of clothing is easily found. Johnathan, sure enough, there is an email. It simply says question mark, pale flower question mark.
From Pale Flower, or
It literally, that's what it says in the body of it. Oh, wait a minute. That's the other way around. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
So question mark, Johnathan question mark is the entirety of the message.
I will call.
Okay. She definitely answers. You rang?
Yes. On a scale from 1 to fucked, this is absolutely fucked.
Oh, that sounds mundane.
If you only knew the inner workings, it is.
How could I? So what's troubling you?
Well, you know Percy, right?
Yeah, that's your friend that.
Yeah, one of my only friends.
Yeah, your friend. Yeah.
Yeah, taken by fucking werewolves.
What?
Yeah. Then that's
what the
not
hell
even.
are you doing messing with werewolves?
I'm not doing anything. I got involved
You
in this
know
fucking
they'll kill
coterie.
you, right?
Yeah, I know they'll kill me. I got involved with this coterie, and
it won't be
ever
pretty.
since that, yeah,
You'll be a
and ever
Jackson
since-
Pollock painting.
yeah. Also, can we talk later on that Jackson Pollock? You could have done better than that. There's plenty of impressionist paintings, but anyways, Dada or something. Anyway, yeah. There's. I met up with this coterie, and my life has been fucked ever since that point.
She has this deep look on her face as she gives this sigh of almost a knowing, like, I get it sigh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Look, I
what did you expect? You're hey, newsflash. You're not human anymore. Not even close.
I would say I'm pretty close.
Duskborn or not, it's gone.
That's up for debate.
Truly, I'm absolutely, that's up for debate. That aside, look, so reality check, without even knowing anything that you're about to tell me, it's not going to get easier.
I need all the stops. I need to talk to her.
Her?
You know who.
Well, if you can't voice it, then how am I supposed to say yes or no?
I need to talk to Vikos.
Wow. It's that bad?
It's that bad.
Wow. Not the most popular person right now in this region.
Yeah, but they can get shit done, and I need to get shit done.
Wow, that's a big ask, Johnathan. That's a really big ask. That's
my life is in your hands.
That's a big ask by itself. That's another day. Well, okay.
I will consider this a life boon.
Wow. Oh, okay. Where are you going to be?
I will give them an address that's not too far from here.
Let me there's no calling on this one. I'm going to have to go and I'm going to have to talk to a couple of people first. That's not a rabbit I can pull out of the proverbial hat.
I understand.
Look, you asked, let me see what I can do. And clearly we need to talk.
Yeah.
Look, when you're on a path, be careful which stones you step on. Not all of them have foundation.
I appreciate your insight as always.
And all of them are slippery. Wear your cleats.
Yeah, I always have my boots on.
I'll be in touch.
Yeah.
I'd say breathe, but yeah.
You know, I still do that.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. Keep doing that. It helps.
Thank you, my pale flower.
I'll be in touch, Johnathan. And she ends the chat. Annabelle, you get to Rebecca's place.
Yes.
And?
I am going to go straight up to her front door.
Okay.
And I am going to ring her doorbell.
there's a bit of rustling around inside. You can hear movement, some activity, and then hurried footsteps to the door. She opens the door and is kind of throwing a jacket on over what would otherwise appear to be clothesless upper torso.
Gotcha.
Kind of trying to zip it up quickly. And she looks up to see who's actually there. Oh, hey. Yeah. Hi.
Good evening, Rebecca. I apologize for visiting unannounced.
No, it's cool. And she steps out and closes the door behind her, finishes zipping up her jacket. What's up? Are you okay?
No, I need a favor. I will owe you.
Wow. What? Okay, what's up? I mean, what you need? You need another ride?
No. Annabelle is going to lean in real close because she doesn't want anybody hearing this. Do you have any enemies in this city who are like you?
Her eyes kind of get a little wider. God, I hope not. Why?
Because I need to feed and I don't want to hurt you.
Wow, your timing really sucks, Annabelle. But hold that thought. Wait right here. I'll be right back. And she quickly goes back in. You hear rushed footsteps. You hear a couple of raised voices, hers and another's. You hear her kind of higher, shrill voice, almost commanding like. She comes back to the door a few seconds later. Wow. So she points back into the house. My bedroom. Don't make a mess. I'm going to have a cigarette.
Wait.
No,
Rebecca.
Don't ask. Just do.
No, Rebecca, you don't understand.
No, it's cool. Trust me.
Is he afflicted like us?
And again, she points behind her into the house, pulls out a cigarette and lights it and begins to take a few steps away and starts to walk a little bit.
I activate Silence of Death and I stalk into the house.
Okay.
I am going to go looking for this individual.
Okay. Quiet as a mouse, you stalk to her bedroom, peer in, and there's literally a guy laying on her bed, kind of half covered in sheets. And he's kind of wiping his neck and licking a red liquid off his fingers.
Excellent.
And he looks up, noticing you. And he has this weird look. And he closes his eyes and lays back again, just exposing a pair of fresh puncture marks in his neck.
Yeah. I'm just basically going to like rush him. I'm out of my mind hungry right now, so not saying shit, taking what I want.
Okay. So roll me your you're not being cool about this, right? You're just all on predator.
Yeah, I'm just taking multiple points because I'm tired of being super hungry all the
give
time.
me strength and dexterity, or strength and brawl, please.
Okay. So is this guy actually thin blood? That's why I was trying to ask earlier.
No way of you knowing now that you're in the act.
I was wondering if I get to use my specialty. That's why I was asking. So
which specialty?
Kindred Brawl.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. 7. 1, 2, 3 successes. Yeah, 3 successes.
So as you lunge, the person doesn't really move, but you see this slight smirk as he feels the weight of you hit the bed, and the forward momentum as you lunge. There's definitely a feigned struggle. Like, you can tell this person is not new to this and is not fighting, but kind of gives you a little bit of a tensed up body and pretends to be frightened, almost like he's placating you in a sense. It's almost enraging. Like, this isn't hunting. This isn't feeding. This is insulting.
It is indeed.
But you grapple easily, sink teeth in, immediately are smacked with the taste of vampiric vitae as you begin to feed. Your beast couldn't be happier. Oh, why'd you wait so long? It's only been a couple of nights, but damn, this one's got juice.
In my head, I'm just going to ask the beast, juice how?
Willing, it tastes good. It's like candy.
You forget Mr. White gives it willingly too.
Not the same. You forced that one.
Indeed.
Drink.
Yeah.
Drink. The voice in your head is slowly replaced by something akin to the voice of Damien. Again, you're not sure if it's your beast or if he's joined you in the room. It is nice, isn't it?
Yes.
Power at a fountain, waiting to be supped at.
It is indeed very nice.
It can be yours again. Just take it.
Take what?
What you want.
I'm
What we
taking.
want.
You talk in riddles. I'm already taking what I want.
There's this odd sensation of a clawed hand on your shoulder, gently urging you closer to the juice box. Take it.
No.
Take it all.
No.
It's yours.
It may be mine, but if I take it all, I can't come back for more later.
Yes, we can. Your friend is still here, outside waiting for her turn.
I want to like get my mouth off of this dude.
You are in control.
Okay,
The voices are very compelling.
I am going to like break away from this guy, and I want to spin around because I want to know if I want to see if there's someone here. And I'm just going to hiss, Damien.
You see nothing.
I'm activating Silence of Death again, and I am stalking out of this room.
Not even looking back. Out you go.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Okay. You successfully feed. You do not fall to temptation. You maintain control. You stalk out.
When I step outside, I do want to kind of say to Rebecca, "Be careful, my dear."
She looks at you as she's kind of got hands crossed. She's holding a cigarette, kind of tapping a foot. And when she looks at you as you come out, she gets a concerned look on her face. And the tint of fear wrinkles her brow and the corners of her eye, as you seem a little different to her in this moment. She quickly flicks the cigarette down, flashing up a few embers, and quickly ducks inside the door, doesn't look back, and closes it behind her.
I head back to my car and I head back towards where I told Ezekiel to be.
Okay, back to the flop house you go.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Sam Smith. Staked as you are, the evenings come. Again, you're aware. You can hear. You can see. You can feel. Though when you wake, as it were, as the sun disappears, you notice you are not in the VIP room. A quick look and a glance around your settings, and you seem to be in Virginia's office, propped up in her chair behind her desk. There's a single long-stemmed rose with a few drips of blood on it laid on the middle of her desk in front of you. Still, you can sense a stake in your chest. You, for the moment, are going nowhere. The beast, quite angrily, is whispering curses, acid, and vomit in the name of Fiona in your head over and over, going over the plans and schemes of what will it take to put her down. We'll come back. Hopefully Virginia will join us soon.
Please. I'm sitting in her office. Please. Come on.
Johnathan and Tim, what are the two of you doing now?
So I'm going to go ahead and say that conversation probably happened in front of Tim.
Yeah. You didn't go anywhere special.
Nope.
You're muted, Tim.
You muted on the actual like Zoom.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, there we go. So,
Good.
what in the fuck do you need to talk to Vikos about?
Look, at this moment, I would sacrifice myself so that Percy would be okay. I know Vikos because of Vikos likes kindred lore, kindred artifacts, and stuff like that. So that put me in touch with them. I'm not going to sell you out, but short of that, I would do awful things to ensure that I get to see Percy again.
I mean, we all have people we care about. I get it. But with this particular path, you need to be real sure about what the fuck you're doing. Because you're.
I don't care if the whole city fucking goes in flames.
Well, the prince might. Okay.
From where I'm standing, if he's worried Vikos is at his neck, then I have the ammunition to set it off.
I imagine there's some value in that. Fair enough. So, I guess, what are we doing?
I'm
as refreshed as I can be under the circumstances. You're welcome.
I am actually starving.
Oh, I got some juice boxes.
I would appreciate that.
Now help yourself. They're in the fridge.
How many do you have? Because I am at 4 hunger.
Oh,
Oh,
you could have told me that.
I did. I messaged
in the chat.
I'm not watching like the Zoom and stuff chat because I'm focusing on you guys. Sorry.
Well, that seems like the storyteller's fault. I'm just saying.
And I'm sure our lovely viewing audience would have gone like, "Oh my god, he's at 4 hunger."
Yes, at 4 hunger.
I mean, there should be enough to sate your hunger. I mean,
I am going to like greedily like start like just grabbing bags and like getting it down my throat as quickly as possible. Like
just,
this is like a departure from what you see me grab the crystal and drink like civil.
So, Tim, how big of a stock do you keep in this no-tell motel?
I mean,
you
figure
just fed
like
pretty heavily.
I figured I'd carry about 10 units in it wherever I'm quote unquote sleeping, right? Like that's, and then half of that in the car.
Okay, so Johnathan, you will probably be able to slake 2 hunger out of the 4, depleting whatever he had left there in the apartment.
We can
we
can go find you something.
I think I'm good for now, but let me know if you. I will spot you cash, or if you want.
It ain't about the money, man.
I owe one.
Fair enough.
I'm going to a couple doors down, which I'm assuming has like a shitty bar or coffee shop or somewhere that's like all hours.
Okay.
Do you want me to go with you?
I will leave that entirely up to you. Tim.
Well, I don't know who your friends are, but I might not be a welcome face. Something to bear in mind.
I think you can be there if you would like, but if you think it's going to be more trouble, then I can go alone.
Yeah, I just don't want you to get jumped. That's all. That's all I'm worried about. we seem to be having increased federal attention on our endeavors.
I'm gonna say since the 1800s, my life has pretty much been gone at any night, and I've lived.
Well, did you just say 1800s?
Anyways, my life has been
Holy
pretty much
shit.
forfeit for a long time.
Okay, so hold on. How?
Don't worry about it.
If you're Duskborn, how the? Hold on, I'm relatively new to these nights, so forgive my ignorance, but how are you 200 years old and Duskborn?
Well, you see, some people race to the bottom, and when you have a whole structure like that's shaped like a pyramid, you need a lot of base.
I see.
It just so happened that I won the lottery.
Well, that was enlightening. Thank you for sharing. Learned something this evening. All right, I guess let's do this. Yeah. If you think you're gonna be okay, I'll stay here. That's fine. I don't want to blow up your spot, but if you need backup, let me know.
Thank you.
Of course.
Annabelle, Zeke. Annabelle, you get back to the flop house, and sure enough, Zeke is pretty much where you left him.
Which direction is Mr. White facing? I'm asking that to the player.
Facing the door.
Okay. Then you will see me come in.
You will see him just basically corpse still until spoken to.
Come, Mr. White. It's time to get our night moving.
Right away. Mr. Jones says hello. But yes, to our usual compatriots.
At that comment, Annabelle is going to start moving towards Mr. White, and I'm going to grab him by the throat and like push him up against the wall.
Do you avoid her or allow her or what?
We're gonna avoid her.
Okay.
Dexterity brawl.
Well, Annabelle first.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Dang, only 3? I got 3 successes.
Okay. And so, yep. Dex and brawl for you, sir.
Bestial crit.
Okay. So, yeah, you avoid her. But what do you do? I mean, do you like strike out at her, or you just like matrix dodging?
No, I will turn my body to the left. Look at her. I don't think that this is worthy of our time. Let's go.
You don't get to tell me what to fucking do, Mr. White. On your knees.
Instantly to his knees.
You think you're so fucking clever, so smart. You're not.
He'll just look at her. How so?
Mr. Jones and all of your other bullshit. You think we're all here for your little games and to play along and laugh and run through the fucking meadows. And I have news for you, Mr. White. It's none of that. No more running and frolicking in your stupid little word games. Mr. Jones is your plaything. I don't care what you do to him. Throwing his name in my face and acting like he gives 2 shits about me or you is not necessary.
I was wrong.
You were indeed. Now let's go.
Immediately stands up. Immediately bolts for the door.
As
Past
you
her.
begin to move for the door, an old familiar voice pops into your head, Zeke. That
Which
of
one?
Josephine.
Oh, Lord.
The vision of the baptism of blood, watching her fall to one of your coterie members as they frenzy on your entire following. Her voice. She can't do that again.
No.
We didn't see her, but you know she was there. You know she did it.
Yes, my sweet.
Is he saying this aloud?
He's mumbling this.
Okay.
Yes,
You're not
my
somebody's
sweet.
dog.
No. I need to do better by you. Both of you.
Her voice takes an edge in your mind. It goes from that almost crying, pleading sound to one of accusation. Better? You got us all killed
He will reach out as if she's right in front of him.
because you're weak.
He will reach
You
out.
weren't
His
fit to
hand
lead
will,
us.
His hand, which at first seems like it will pet the air as if caressing against a cheek, will tighten into almost a vice-like grip, as if in his mind he is choking this apparition of someone he had loved and adored. I was weak, yes, but you chose to follow. This was not muttered, by the way. This is actually now aloud. You chose to follow me.
There's
You
a
chose
choking,
to come in.
whimpering reply as the vision and voice fades. Because we loved you. And it's gone.
I will loosen my grip on that vision as it fades and whisper loudly enough for his own ears to hear. And I loved you more, all of you more than the nights, more than the days. Power run forth from my hand and swiftly into you with my command. He will start shuddering deeply, almost convulsively, as he stands there silent.
I am going to place my hand on his shoulder. Mr. White, you are not weak. Just misguided.
He will crane his head to look her in the eyes. Guide me, for I have no purpose.
We all have purpose, Mr. White. And I'm going to reach into my clothes and I'm going to pull out my cell phone and I'm going to hand it to Mr. White.
I'll take it.
Your purpose right now is to contact Mr. Toon, please. And you can do that when we're in the car, but you are not weak, Mr. White, and you do have purpose, and I will help you find what it is that you need. I'll remove my hand from his shoulder.
He will give a 180 and extend his arms as if he wants to hug her, but will not touch her.
Annabelle just looks at him like, huh?
His hand will touch her shoulder, but for 3 seconds. Thank you. His other hand will, meanwhile, be dialing Tim's number as he starts walking towards the door.
You're welcome, Mr. White.
If you noticed his eyes, they were full of love and weren't dead looking, but unblinking.
Annabelle didn't notice. Annabelle's too busy thinking about other things, so she will
Fair
head
enough.
towards the car as well.
Okay, and where do you two head?
Once Mr. White has contacted Mr. Toon, if he has a location, I would like to head there. Since
Yep.
Mr. Toon seems to be a man of getting shit done.
I will have started to dial him and hit the send button as soon as we enter the car.
Tim, your phone rings.
Hello?
The prophet has spoken.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What do you want, White?
Where are you? We need to meet.
All right, usual place. We'll meet you there in, say, 20?
So we're clubbing then.
No, historical adventure.
We get to be somber this evening. Right away.
Yeah, every evening. Bye, White. Click.
Click. He will turn to Annabelle, give her the cell phone in the same motion. Well, it seems the South has rise again. To the battlefield, my dear. And he will...
As Annabelle takes the phone and puts it back into the folds of her clothes, she is going to purposefully inhale and then just exhale and turn on the car and start driving towards the battlefield.
Tim and Johnathan, same thing.
I am going to, I'm not going to meet up with the rest of the coterie.
Okay.
I'm doing my own thing.
No.
All right, so
Zeke, as they're driving, will start to whistle Dixie, but stop immediately. Oops.
So Tim, are you leaving Johnathan behind? Are you...
Yeah, I'm going to write him a note and stick it to the fridge. Went on historical adventure. Be right back.
Okay, Johnathan, what are you doing?
I am waiting. I'm assuming a really shitty like
Coffee
mix
house.
between coffee house and like an open bar.
Still a bar with a coffee pot.
Yeah,
So the Three Monkeys.
it's something similar probably. I'm just
Maurice
going to
Tellon's place. Well, where he hangs out.
I'm just gonna order a cup of coffee and wait.
Okay. The Three Monkeys is kind of known. It's right across from the Thin Blood territory right there in Old Town Manassas. It's kind of known for its Anarch Bourgeois / kind of biker place. A little more upscale than a biker dive, but yeah, it's got that clientele that has fuck you written all over their faces and body language and leave us the hell alone. If you have to ask why you're here, then you shouldn't be. You get a funny look when you ask for a cup of coffee, but one gets served to you. It's probably a bit bitter from sitting around most of the day. Probably has the little oil trace on top from, again, sitting around all day. The crowd is light. It seems a pretty light evening. Not much going on. We will come back to you, sir. Annabelle, Zeke, and Tim arriving at the battlefield. parking at the old stone house. Tim, you were closer. You would have been there first. What are you doing, sir?
Scoping out the scene to make sure that we can chat freely. So wits and awareness, I would assume.
One second. Okay, so Sammy just messaged me and she's ready to join. We're going to take a really short
What, 5-minute break?
well, if you need it, yeah. But I'm gonna just pause long enough to build her capture, and we'll be back here in just a couple of moments. We'll be right back. All right,
Double-
welcome
double
back.
thumbs.
We are joined again by Sammy, aka Canada Samson, Miss Virginia Stone, which is great timing because unfortunately we've been kind of ignoring Sam for the last, 40 minutes. So we're going to jump over to Miss Virginia Stone as she rouses for the day. Please give us a rouse check.
Okay. And we are a success.
Okay. You rouse. Are you at home or are you where are you?
Well, one would have backup havens for such occasions that suddenly somebody knows where you live again. So I would have been it's not as nice as my house, but a sort of backup haven.
What you're greeted with when you wake is a notification on your cell phone from Lorenzo giving the previous night's report, letting you know that he had instructions from Sam to go and take your set of spare keys for Freddie's apartment and go to his apartment and look for him and to report back if he finds anything. You got a report from Sam also saying he's been taking care of business. The club's fine. The night was good. What else would Sam have reported to her?
That I asked Lorenzo to go see if he can find Freddie.
Okay.
Pretty much what Lorenzo said. Because she knows that Freddie's missing, so I asked Lorenzo to go and try to see.
And I would never have sent Lorenzo. Oh, that's worrying. Okay. That's fair. Okay. So, shit. What am I gonna do? Well, I'm gonna text Lorenzo and see if everything's going all right.
You do not receive a response.
God damn it. Well, I guess I'm gonna go see. Maybe I'll contact Tim actually, and to shoot him a text.
Who?
And say, Tim Toon, shoot him a message and say, hey, thanks for your help. Would like to meet with our friend. And that's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to reply back. Join us on historical adventure.
Pending another reply with our new friend? Question mark.
New friend?
I have a Gould friend that we just made.
The FBI.
Oh, no.
It was
No,
a
we
joke.
left him there. Oh, okay.
No, I took him.
Not
I
with the
took
new
him.
friend. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna reply. Sure, I could use a snack.
All right. I'll come and I guess I'll go check and see if he's awake yet and if I need to feed him more blood. And then I will go on my way.
Okay, so is he there with you? Did you stow him away at the club or something?
No, I locked him in a basement room.
Okay.
There'd be like no windows. It's almost a utility room, but nothing he could get into.
So no reply to Sam and his report to you on your phone?
No, I figure I'll end up at the club at some point or another, so I'm not too concerned about that just yet. Actually, I'm sure Mr. Random Dude is fine in the basement. So I
mean,
will.
You go to check on him.
Yeah.
And he's there. He's a bit confused. Have you restrained him in any way?
Yeah, he would have been restrained, I guess. Hands behind his back. I did make sure he had somewhere comfortable to sleep.
Is he gagged?
Yeah, he's gagged.
Okay, then yeah, you find him where you left him, slightly hog-tied and gagged. He looks at you almost angrily and confused. I wouldn't say it was vehement or hate, but yeah, he's not happy about his situation, and it's clearly painted on his face.
Okay. I'm going to ask him, are you hungry? Not if you're hungry. I can bring you some food. Okay, if you are going to be shouting, I will not be removing the gag, and I will feed you later.
And again, he enters into a gagged retort of primal grunts and what you could probably assume were a slew of curses or other unniceties.
Okay, I see you're still mad, which, I think is a little unfair of you, seeing as you're the one who tried to kill me, but that's besides the point. I'm going to let you stew. All right, I will see you later. And then I'm going to close and lock the door.
Okay.
And at that point, I guess I'll go to the club and see if Lorenzo has showed up there and see what Sam's up to.
All right. You leave, you head to the club, you get there in just a few minutes. You notice that there is no Freddy or Lorenzo. There is no Sam. The night or the evening's shift crew are doing their job. They're getting set up. They're getting ready to open. People are running around doing exactly what you would expect them to be doing. Sans general manager. Hello? Did we lose Virginia already?
Ms. Stone.
You hear me now?
There you are. Okay.
I don't know what it is. My mic keeps doing that. Anyways, as I was trying to say, I'm going to go and check my office and the security room to see if Lorenzo and Sam are up there.
Okay, so you go up to the third floor. As you make your way towards your office, you stop at the security room. There is a security guy there, but it's definitely not Sam or Lorenzo. He greets you, Miss Stone.
Good evening. Have you seen Lorenzo tonight?
No. I know he locked up last night with Mr. Smith, and he hasn't been in today, and he hasn't called in.
Great. That's wonderful news. Thank you. You're doing great. I'll see you later. Call me if you need anything.
Absolutely. Well, have a good night, ma'am.
And then I guess I'll go into my office now.
Upon opening the door, there is a Sam Smith in your chair, propped up. There appears to be a wooden stake poking out of his chest. There is a single rose on the middle of your desk that has a few drops of blood on it.
I have a feeling I would recognize that pretty quickly. Well, I'm going to go and pick up the rose and see if I recognize the blood.
It's dried blood on a red long-stemmed rose. Kind of hard to identify.
Cool. All right. I guess I'm going to rip that bad boy out of Sam's chest there.
So you say anything to him? I mean, he can hear, he can see, he can feel. He cannot react.
I'm going to sit across the table from him for a second. So you sent my Lorenzo to go find someone. My Lorenzo. And you might have just killed him. I want you to know that. And then I'm going to remove the stake.
Give me a strength and brawl, please. Or strength and, was it maybe strength and, yeah, I guess that'd be strength and melee.
Find my...
Athletics?
Yeah, strength and athletics.
Okay.
So
That's
yeah,
all right then.
Sam, she enters the office, picks up the rose, sits down.
I have 3 successes.
Talks to you for a brief moment, and then reaches forward, taking grasp of the stake in your chest, and viciously yanks it through your body. Now, a moment. A moment. All right, Sam, you will effectively have 2 aggravated wounds. But you have effectively been unstaked. You aren't stake bait, so you aren't a pile of ash.
Now, do you mind telling me who decided to stake you in my chair?
Fiona.
What'd you do to piss Fiona off? Did you send
Oh.
one of her ghouls off to go find another ghoul?
You want to let me talk? You want to shoot me out again like you did last time?
I've said my bit. Go ahead.
Well, first off, the cops were keeping us from opening last night. I had to have them everyone go through the side entrance.
That's fine. I want to hear about Fiona.
I'm getting to that.
Tell her
We
how we're going
locked
to
up-
kill that bitch.
Lorenzo offered to go find Freddy. Not me. He offered. He offered to go look for him. We locked up. I was getting ready to leave. Said to Kirsten for the night. I checked our little speakeasy in the corner, like we behind a Scooby-Doo closet, like we usually do. And I see Fiona. Mind you, I was already upset. Let's see, she called me your lapdog and everything else. She attacked me. And then at the end of the whole thing, she stakes me
Tell her how we're going to do it.
and end up leaving me in your office.
Looks like I've got to have a chat with Fiona. Try to fix this.
I do not want to deal with her. I don't want to be around her. I do not even want to see her.
Don't lie to her. Tell her how we're going to take that bitch and burn her.
It's probably best if you don't say anything else. I've got to go fix this now.
I'm going to go change my shirt because I got a hole in my shirt now. Thanks to our lovely Primogen.
That sounds like a you problem. You know Fiona's sensitive. You know that she's needs to be respected. You know this.
You know full well that she doesn't like me. Already
she needs to be staked out in the fucking sun.
Already she tolerates me. I say this as my eyes twitching because the beast's starting to get on my nerves. It's because of you.
That's right.
And she does not like me, Virginia. We all know this.
She's just like Fiona. She wants to talk down to you. Take it out on her.
The only person who likes me is, or even can stand me, is you. And I'm starting to feel that that's not even going to be an option no more because of what happened.
See, I don't have an issue with you, Sam. I like and respect you. However, I think that your time away from the workings of the clan have made you forget some things, and I think they will come to you as we go. But I have to go fix this now. So yes, I'm going to leave you to do this. I'm going to get in touch with Fiona.
Not a fucking neonate.
yeah,
Who does
yeah,
she think
you
she
do.
is?
Yeah, you go ahead and deal with that. I'm going to change my clothes and I'm going to go find Lorenzo this time. I don't think I'm needed right now. So yeah,
All right, you take care of that.
I wave her off. I just get out of the chair and I go and change my shirt in my office.
And I'm going
Okay.
to fire off an email to Fiona and ask if she would like to have a drink this evening.
Okay. There is actually a fairly rapid response with love to and a little rose and heart emoji.
Oh, good. Then I'm going to go down to the speakeasy and wait, because I figure that's where she will show up.
Okay, so Sam, you stalk off to your office and area.
Yeah, and
Change
I'm
out
gonna
of
change out of my shirt or whatever. Put a new one on. I'm gonna go feed. I know I just took you aggravated because I just had a steak ripped out of me. I'm gonna go feed and get rid of those aggravated ones.
okay. Someone here at the club.
Probably not tonight. Cause yeah, not tonight. So I'm just gonna go out and I'm just gonna go find someone to. I'm gonna call one of my herd that I feed from on a regular basis. I'm gonna call one of them.
Okay. Easy enough to get done.
Oh, did the county commissioner call back? I did leave a message before I got staked.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. County commissioner isn't, answering to everyone at the drop of a whim. He's a pretty busy person.
But did he leave a message though?
And he's not exactly your contact. You're a business
Right.
owner in Prince William, so it's not like he's not going to answer you.
Right.
But not right away. He hasn't. Not yet.
Okay. But I did get rid of my 2 aggravated after I fed off one of my herd members, at least.
Not how it works. So you'll be able to feed. I need you to roll what? What?
I haven't said anything.
Oh, all right. So make 3 rouse checks for me, please.
That's one. Just one success. 2 successes. 3 successes.
Okay. So you will successfully feed, and you will be able to heal an aggravated wound. You'll be able to close up the hole in your chest, but the wound will still be obvious if you were to show anyone or, again, lose a shirt for some reason.
Well, I wasn't planning on showing it to anybody.
Well, no, I would hope not.
Yeah. And then after that, I'm going to get in my BMW and I'm going to go over to Freddie's place. That was the last place Lorenzo said he was going.
Okay. So off you head. Annabelle, Tim, and Zeke at the battlefield.
Yes, sir. You are muted, Mr. Doom.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Tim, you see as Annabelle drives up in her Ford.
Oh, I was before we broke away from me, I was checking to make sure we were clear of other kind and cameras.
It appears to be so.
Okay, fair enough.
And yes, so Annabelle and Zeke pull up in their Ford. And there the 3 of you are.
I'm going to get out and start approaching Mr. Toon.
I will
Good
go
evening,
to
Annabelle.
I will go to the back and grab the 2 bags of contraband that we stole from the day inn. We good with these or keep them away?
I mean, yeah, leave him in the trunk for now, Mr. White. Mr. Keats is not here, and that's who that is relevant for. So,
Could you pop the trunk, Miss Annabelle?
You just put them, Mr. White, put them back.
Just leave them
where
in
you
the back.
got them from. Yes.
Yes. He will do as ordered and leave them in the back seat.
Turning back to Mr. Toon. Good evening, Mr. Toon.
good evening, Annabelle.
Zeke will join them
Annabelle
at a moment.
looks a bit darker, Tim. She looks a slight bit more dangerous. She gives off
How are
a
you
vibe.
feeling?
Excuse me.
How are you feeling? You look a little
I'm feeling
off.
perfectly fine, Mr. Toon. I am just. What happened last night does not bode well.
Nah. And I'm just gonna lift my shirt and show the seared flesh from earlier.
Oh. So who shot at you this time, Mr. Toon?
Hilariously, our dear friends at your local alphabet soup agency.
And how was the soup tonight?
It was spicy, as you can tell. That was at Mr. Keats's residence, so yet another blown location.
Well, fuck. All right. Well, let's
Good
see.
news. Managed to get the hand.
We have the hand.
Interesting.
Well, Mr. Keats has the hand.
Good. Where is Mr. Keats?
He is at a meeting right now, and that's all I can really say about that at the moment, but we're definitely going to need to talk about that shit later. We should... Huh?
Is it somebody important?
Remains to be seen. We should be trying to get in touch with Miss Stone and Mr. Smith, should we not?
Well, yeah.
Mr. Toon, no offense, you are a man of action. And so I felt it wise to reach out to you first because I don't know. Mr. Keats is unstable and I don't know.
More than you know.
I don't know if I can trust the other two, but you seem to be capable, and so that's why I wanted Mr. White to reach out to you for me.
I appreciate that, but it seems that I'm only capable of making a mess. So, with that
Mr.
said,
Toon, have you met me? Also, you have pretty colors
White.
next to you.
anyway, can't even concentrate when this motherfucker is around. What do we need to accomplish this evening?
We need to probably come together as a group and figure out where we stand. If the alphabet soup, you said,
Yeah,
is coming after Mr. Keats at his home, and they found Miss Stone at her place of employment, that is not good. Though it is odd that they picked up her and not also Mr. Smith. So I suppose that is fortuitous in its own way.
Yes, it's kind of odd though.
But
well, they've been picking us off ever since your little service there. Yeah.
You'll see him get this look of love in his eyes. If you look at his eyes, I will do better, my love.
I am not
Sorry,
your love, Mr. White.
Oh no, he was looking directly at Mr. Toon at that point.
I don't care. If I just hear you talking, I'm
Yeah. Yes.
Mr. Toon.
So, yes, distractions. However, it would appear that the best way for us to free the missing is through Mr. Keats. And we're not going to get that done unless we help him with his, how shall I say, stray dog problem.
Yes. Mr. Percy, I have contacted someone for help on that front. They should be here tomorrow.
Well, that's good news. I'm sure he'll be relieved. Oh, shit.
You just need to keep him alive until then.
Yeah, well, he's not helping himself in that regard. He has back channels to certain people who all of us would find distasteful, to say the least. But
You mean monstrous?
yeah, I do.
Ones that take
Which
away
is a problem in and of itself. Yeah. However,
No, it is not to be trusted.
No shit. But through his dealings with certain, let's say, memorabilia, the two have some sort of acquaintance. Enough so that he was willing to risk asking for assistance in this matter.
What memorabilia?
You know what he's into as well as I do, Mr. White. I'm not going to spell it out for you.
I actually do not know. I know he likes my teachings, but
Yeah, he.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Anyway, the point of the matter is we need to get back to him before he does something stupid. If you have a way to help him that's not going to cost him anything more than necessary. I mean, I'm sure you're going to want something from him, but you seem a reasonable sort. So if we can spare him the indignity of owing something to that, I would prefer that option.
I could rewrite his memories.
How is that? That doesn't really help us here, Mr. White.
Yes, it does. I could tell him that he remembers last seeing Percy 2 days ago, and that Percy told him he was going on a trip. That way he stops getting the need to go search for him until we have the means.
And then what happens when he figures it out, Mr. White? Do you ever think past like step one?
Well,
is this a recurring theme? It feels like it is.
Well, you asked for a solution.
I have a solution. We go help him.
Where
Then
are
let
the
us away.
others? Your bickering gets us nowhere.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah.
If I may.
Where are the others? Are they with Mr. Keats? Or
No, Mr. Keats is by himself. We need to go get him. And then we can, I'm sure the others are at the club.
Where's your vehicle, Mr. Toon?
Yeah, funny thing about that, the alphabet letter person that I, let's say, manhandled was in the trunk of my vehicle. And when I came out the following evening, my vehicle was gone.
That was the jaw.
Let's.
Yeah.
Sorry, I out of character. Does Tim have a vehicle here, or is he standing there?
No, I had to Uber here.
Okay, yeah. I was just making sure. So I couldn't remember.
I just didn't RP the Uber ride. Is all. That's
understandable. Mr. Toon, if you know where to find Mr. Keats, then we can proceed to his location.
Let's roll.
Indeed, we shall roll.
I called back.
Do what?
You'll hear him yell, I call the back, and start
the dog's barking again.
Of course. After you, Mr. Toon, and I'll kind of gesture to the car.
Thank you. I'll get in the passenger seat.
Where should I go, Mr. Toon?
The No-Tell Motel.
Address, Mr. Toon.
I give
Over on
Oh,
the
34th.
address.
Okay.
That's
That's-
his way of saying the address because we don't have a name for the hotel. It's
no,
just
that's fine. I was just Annabelle. I didn't know if he was actually saying like the name or if he was okay. So,
You know
Oh,
that
yeah,
my
no, that
it's
apologies.
one
yeah.
of those places that you call a no-tell
Shorthand.
motel.
yeah, I got you. Okay.
you
I
know
just-
that
yeah.
The whole
That
point is they
dungeon-
are nondescript from each other. Like that's
Rooms can be had by the hour if necessary.
right.
he as they're about to drive, Zeke will pipe up over on 34th. That hotel that had that surplus of rats for some reason.
Mm. Well,
Yeah, well,
continental breakfast. There you go.
Anyway, we will have it at once then. So I will take the
Tally-ho.
car and start heading in
Sam.
that direction.
Mm-hmm.
You storm out and away from the Haven Club, getting in your car,
And I drove to Freddy's.
heading in search for Freddy's.
Yep. First place I went to was Freddy's Bush. I mean, we do have his address on file.
Sure, you
So
know
that-
exactly where he calls home, other than Virginia's place.
Yeah, so that's why I checked. First place I checked was his apartment.
Okay, you get there. It is a okay apartment building in Manassas. Nothing special about it. It doesn't strike you as remarkable or noteworthy. It's not a slum by any means, but he's a ghoul. What do you care?
Mm-hmm.
You head up to his apartment, and there it is. There's his apartment. There's a closed door. Nothing can be heard immediately from the outside of his apartment door.
Can I look around to see if I see anything first before I go and walk up to his door?
Like, what are you looking for?
Like anything out of the ordinary, like maybe someone like is Lorenzo's car even here? I know Lorenzo left.
What's an awareness, please?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Tonight.
Fred
I-
wasn't
3 successes.
It takes you a minute scanning the rows of cars that are outside the apartment building, and you do in fact find Lorenzo's car. Lorenzo is not in it.
That's not right. Are the spare keys in there? The spare keys to Fred's apartment in there? In his car?
So you go to get into his car?
I'm peeking through the window. I'm not going in this car. I'm peeking through the window.
Not
See if
much to
there-
see. He keeps it pretty clean. It looks really nice and tidy in there.
So no spare keys.
Not that you see sitting on a seat or the dashboard or center console.
And then I look around once more, and then I start heading up to his apartment.
Okay. You get there again. There's the door.
Definitely there. And I slowly. Is the door unlocked at this point? I know Renzo probably went to go check us.
You try it, and the door is locked.
That's not right. I should have texted Virginia saying, Renzo's car is here. Freddy's door is locked.
Hey, Virginia, you get a text message saying exactly that.
I will text him back. Your mess, your problem. And an upside down smiley face.
I don't even reply back. I put it back in my pocket. and I'll try to see if I can get in.
How would you like to do that, sir?
Is there any way that I can possibly break? And I want to see if I could just break the door. I break the doorknob or something.
You could try and kick it or shoulder it open, or
yeah, that's what I was gonna plan. And maybe I can kick the door open. Maybe whoever, if I don't know, I just have the strange feeling. I just have the strange feeling. That's all.
Strength and athletics, sir.
Mm-hmm. 2 successes.
All right, as you have seen this done on TV oh so many times and so many cop shows and movies, you measure the distance, haul back with your foot, and kick the door kind of right below and behind the doorknob, crashing the door through the lock, forcing it open. There's a loud clash and bang, and you are stumbling into the apartment.
I'll just bomb a new door. It's no problem. So I go reach for a light switch to cut it on because I don't know if his lights are off.
They're definitely off. It's dark.
Yeah, so I'm
like most apartments, when you walk in, there's immediately a light switch on one side or the other of the door. You feel for it, and sure enough, you kick the lights on. What you first notice is that the place has been upended. It is a complete and total mess. It has been ransacked. Nothing is where it should be. There is nothing upright. There is nothing not open, thrown around, or otherwise disturbed. You look in, you can see the living room area that's immediately past the front door. There's like a little half wall, a hallway off to the left of that, and just behind the little half wall is a kitchenette area.
I look around. Even though I don't really want to talk to her right now because basically since it's my mess, I have to fix it. But I can't fix this one. So I texted Virginia and said Freddy's place has been ransacked.
How well do you look around as you're texting her?
I'm looking around really well, making sure that I'm not missing a thing.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm making sure I'm not missing a thing. Yeah, the whole 9. Make sure I'm not missing a thing.
You first head down the hall into the 2 bedroom areas. Again, it is a complete shit show. Nothing is undisturbed. Even closet doors have been thrown aside, half hanging off, broken hinge, that kind of thing. Looks like this place has been gone through incredibly rough.
Yeah,
when you are texting and walking, when you're walking back out, and you cut left back up the hallway towards the little kitchenette, you find the body of Lorenzo.
Ah, shit.
There is a large gaping hole in the back of his head. There is a slaughter pool of blood that has pooled and congealed underneath him. There is 0 signs of life from his grayed corpse.
So I shoot another text saying, "Found Lorenzo. You're not going to be happy about it, but I found him."
Virginia, you get that text.
I'm going to turn my phone off.
Okay, you don't get a reply.
Damn it, Virginia. Now's not the time to be mad at me. Now is not the time. Lovely. Lovely, fucking lovely, lovely, lovely. So I look for anything I can wrap Lorenzo in.
There's a linen closet, there's sheets, there's towels, there's fresh stuff that's just thrown everywhere.
So
yeah, it's
grab
easy
a
enough to, you could even take the shower curtain from the bathroom and wrap him in that if you so desired. It's whatever you want.
I'm gonna wrap him up in a sheet.
Strangely, Freddy's apartment sheets are like 100% all silk. There's not a piece of cotton in this house or in this apartment.
That's my boy.
I'm sorry, that was your boy.
Yeah. Shit.
But yeah, I carry Lorenzo out. I put him in the trunk of my car.
All right, so you wrap him up in a sheet, throw him over your shoulder, and exit his apartment.
Yeah, after I cut the light off, I put him in the trunk, then I'm going to go back and try to pick up the door.
Wait. You're exiting the apartment with said rolled up Lorenzo over your shoulder. When you exit, there is a lady standing just a little bit down at the next apartment on a cell phone, screams as she sees you.
Can I cast all?
Sure you can. And she begins screaming into the phone.
I'm casting all. I'm looking right at her when I do it.
Go ahead and roll for that, please. Because she is not giving you her attention. She is in fear. And screaming into the phone. And what she's saying sounds like she's talking to the authorities.
I succeed on my rouse check.
Right. That you don't have to rouse for awe.
Yeah.
But this is a contested presence roll, is what that is.
Right. So what am I rolling?
Like she's not just gonna, in her state of mind, she's not just gonna go, oh, hello.
Yes, what you want me to roll for that one? Since it's contested.
It's gonna be your presence and composure. I'm sorry, your manipulation and presence.
Four successes and one of them is a Masquerade.
Okay. She stutters while screaming into the phone about killer this, killer that, he's here, help, help, help. And she pauses as your presence strikes her.
And I look at her and I say, do you really think that I would kill somebody?
She,
look at me,
while
I'm beautiful.
not screaming in the phone
somebody
anymore, holds up her phone and snaps pictures one after another as she looks at you, and she just continues to take your picture over and over and over.
I pop in entrancement.
Okay, that causes a rouse check.
Succeed.
And what would you like to say to her?
In the nicest, kindest voice possible, if she could stop taking pictures and hang up the phone.
She seems to agree with what you're saying, although she can't seem to articulate it as she's streaming tears down her face. You're not sure if the look on her face is one of fear or love, or it's really hard to interpret, but she does stop taking pictures She hits the hang up as far as you can tell, as you can hear a voice on the other end. And it stops when she hits it as she lowers the phone, as she still continues to stare at you with tears streaming down her face.
I take a handkerchief out of my shirt sleeve and I wipe her tears away.
Okay. She still stands there.
And I
The
look
mix
at
of
her and
emotions is a little difficult to
read.
to interpret.
Yeah. So I say, I did not mean to scare you. I went to go check on our friend. And now apparently I have to go bury my friend now. I'm just as upset as you are.
Our friend, bury him.
Yeah, I have to go bury my friend now.
She collapses, unconscious.
Huh. Mm. I put down the body for a minute and I take her and I carry her back inside and lay her on the couch.
Okay.
Walk back out, close the door behind me, pick up the body. I carry it to my car, pop my trunk, put the body in the trunk, and just drive away.
Okay. As
this point,
as you begin to get back in your car after putting him in the trunk of your BMW, you do hear a little in the distance the sounds of sirens slowly getting louder as you drive away.
Yep, I'm driving away.
Where are you
not
going?
Saying a thing. Not to the Haven Club.
Okay.
Not going there because I figured that Virginia's going to talk to the one person I don't want to be around right now, for obvious reasons. So I'm going to go and find a place, and I'm going to go bury Lorenzo's body.
Okay, so anywhere but the Haven Club, somewhere you can
Yeah.
bury a corpse.
Yep.
Okay. Pause.
Yep.
I have a place.
No, Zeke. No, Zeke. No.
Zeke is a practiced art in the practicing of where's the body.
All right, have some pigs.
All right, it's 10 till 11. We are at a point of stop or break. I will leave it up to my players if they wish to continue for the next hour or not.
I can't because I have to dip in the next 10 minutes.
Okay,
I do have a game tonight, so I can't play no more.
we're
Now
gonna
I'm getting yelled at again.
That's easy enough. We're going to wrap up a couple of short segments, and we will. Yeah, that's where we're at. So no, we are not going to continue on. We are going to resume where we
were
with Miss Virginia sitting
Yes.
in the Haven Club in the speakeasy. What are you doing whilst you wait?
Well, I'm obviously surveying the room. I'm a little sketched out after my unfortunate evening meeting the night before, so I'm a little bit wary, but I'm also pretending to sip on a drink.
Okay. Are you alone in the speakeasy? Have you opened it for anyone else? Have you told
just
everybody
me.
to piss off?
It's usually not, I don't keep it open every night. It's not
Right.
one of the nights that it's usually open, so it's more of a private lounge for whenever I need it.
Sure.
So it's just me in there for now.
All right. A few minutes will pass, and eventually you do hear, and you can see in the reflection of the mirror, the silhouette of Fiona come through the door and enters in her graceful swag as she sways her way up to the bar.
I will turn and smile. Can I get you a drink this evening?
No, I've taken care of that myself. Did you get my rose?
I did.
Good.
Beautiful as always, and also the gift on my chair.
Oh dear, that wasn't a gift.
No.
No. That was a statement.
I see. A statement. Might I ask what it is my a partner in crime here might have said to offend?
I would say be careful who you name as partner and make sure people know their place.
Something I seem to be struggling with.
Mr. Smith seems to have forgotten quite a lot in my absence and needs reminding. I dare say that I would hate to do it again.
Well, he and I had a bit of a chat this evening. I'm hoping he will see the error of his ways.
Mind if I sit?
Oh, absolutely.
We
What's
should
mine
talk.
is yours, as you know. Yes.
And with that, your scene will pause. Jonathan,
Yes.
as you're hanging out in the Three Monkeys, sipping or not sipping at your overly
Yeah,
bitter,
not.
acidic cup of day-old grimy coffee, what are you doing? Are you just kind of tooling around on your laptop? Are you just stewing?
Yeah, I'm looking at my laptop and I'm like pushing the like I'm looking at it, but in the off time I'm like gently like moving the coffee to where like I can see the oil and like everything separate and just waiting.
You eventually do get an email, and it's from Grace.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 words. It's arranged. There's no greeting. There's no love you, see ya, bye, talk to you later. It's 2 words.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I'll just put thanks, love, and then send it to her. And then just like mentally prepare myself for whatever shit show's about to start.
And that's where you're going to pause. Annabelle, Tim, and Zeke, you two get in a car and head exactly where. That's all I need to know is where you're headed, because that's where your scene's going to pause. Can't hear you, Tim.
We were going to Tim's no-tell motel. Or
Right.
Yeah, we were going to the rat-infested
We
motel.
will grant that you have arrived at the no-tell motel.
Cool.
Tim letting everybody in his room. And that
I'll bring the bags.
is where we're going to pause for you guys. Viewing audience, we'd really like to thank you all again for joining us, helping us to get to affiliate status. That was awesome. Thank you all. It took all of us to do it. That was awesome. How cool. Real big, again, shout out to everybody who's been with us along the way and, you know, bringing people along for the ride that helped us get us here. Macabre Derek, Coffee Cat, McStabber Studios, all of our players here who've been bringing people, Mr. Data Fox, IRE, all the way from Ireland. Woohoo! Shout outs to all of you. We look forward to seeing you guys next Saturday. Please check out the Discords and the Twitch channels of all the aforementioned people. Please feel free to plug your sites again and drop URLs so that people know where they can join us. We're going to drop in a Zoom link over at our little channel on the McStabber Studios Prince William by Night Discord channel. for a little bit of after stream chat. We'd love to see you all join us. We look forward to doing this again. Cannot wait. Thank you all for joining us. We love each and every one of you. See you next week. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. So no high low noms this week?
Oh, what am I doing? Yes.
Yeah. Hold on.
As we do every week.
This week?
Except for this week.
As
I'm
Dave
sorry,
hits,
I was trying to yes and.
as Dave hits the rewind on the Betamax controller, like we do every week. Yeah, man, Betamax.
Yeah, we're going old school tonight, folks.
Come on, I gotta tout my age here. Like we do every week, we do go around the table of players and look for a high point, a low point, and a nomination for extra XP each and every week. We also invite all of our viewing audience to please pipe up and give us your opinions as well.
We have 2 for Sam from the audience so far.
Yep.
And we will immediately start with the voiceless wonders of Zeke. High, low, and a nom, sir.
Nomination, Mr. Smith. I
appreciate it.
I'm going to say this nicely, Mr. Smith. Could you pass the fire? I'm feeling cold.
Next week.
In all honesty, though, you did very well. You portrayed that. Are you sure you're not Malkavian masquerading as a Toreador? No. High point being, oh dear God, our favorite Vikos is in the picture. I want to see where this is leading. Low point. Oh dear God, Vikos is in the picture. I don't want to see where this is leading.
That's allegedly. You don't know that yet.
No. Player saying no to Vikos, no to Vikos. High point, absolutely everybody on the table.
Cool. Virginia.
Appreciate it.
Okay. So I my low point is that I missed the first portion of this. I was playing a family game with my mom because it is her birthday coming up this week, and because of COVID, we can't actually go see her. So that's what we were doing.
Happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
So it's unfortunate that I missed that. Also a low point. Jesus Christ, what did I walk in on? Oh my
a whole lot of shit.
God.
A whole lot of ghoul murder.
What has Sam done? But
I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to answer that.
That's besides the point. So I guess my high point would be watching the dumpster fire unfold even further, because that's hella entertaining. So my nomination would go to Sam Smith, because he's going to need that XP to get his ass out of the mess he just made. So that's going to be fun.
Excellent. Sam.
My high point would have to be, well, Annabelle's interaction with her thin blood bestie. And I guess that's it. Low point, me getting staked. My nom goes to Annabelle this week.
What? What? Sorry,
I can't nominate myself now.
I know.
I wish I could.
I know. You could nominate yourself, probably, Mr. White.
That'd be the most Toreador thing to do.
Did somebody drop?
I nominate me, myself, and I.
Yeah,
Drop.
Mr. White, of course, disconnected. So
Hey,
there it is.
All right, Jonathan.
Oh man, I gotta say, all of you were so awesome role playing, and you as well, Sylvanov. This has been really, really fun. High point would just like the story, like continuing. Everyone's role play was like super awesome. A low for me tonight is we're not playing for another like 3 hours.
Yeah.
The nom is so good, because like I feel like Tim, you really brought it. Annabelle, you also brought it, and Sam, like all of the shit you went through.
And I'm still going through that shit. So
I'm gonna roll a d4, and I'm gonna include Ezekiel in that because Ezekiel, your stuff was really good as well. So Tim, you're 1, Annabelle, you're 2, Sam, you're 3, Ezekiel, you're 4, and
Appreciate
rolling. Annabelle, you got it.
Oh, nice.
Sorry.
Congratulations, Annabelle.
Him.
Those nods always come my way.
So, my nom is definitely for Sam Smith. That was absolutely hilarious to watch. And just, watching you set that particular time bomb to go off in the beginning of the game tonight, when you sent Lorenzo off, I was like, oh, I know what that just did.
Yep.
So I really enjoyed watching the fuse burn until Miss Stone could join us, and it,
That's
blew up
exactly
in her
why I
face
didn't
like
send
an Acme
Lorenzo.
Dynamite kit. So that was definitely also my high point. My low for this evening would probably be taking 2 to the chops.
Again.
But yeah, right. Bruja gonna bruja. At least I had toughness on. That would have been a lot ouchier if I hadn't.
It would have definitely been much more ouchy. For
Yeah.
sure. Annabelle.
So my high was probably the whole like Fiona versus Sam Smith President's Duke out in the OK Haven Club. So that was probably the high. The low, God damn it. The low is probably honestly just the like, God damn it, you guys are just like hell-bent on bringing the entire like every federal apparatus down on our heads, and I don't know why, because Annabelle just came into town and I'm just like, why is the alphabet soup trying to kill us?
It's the alphabet soup, and they don't give a shit.
My nom,
no, it's because your dog dropped a deuce on their doorstep. That's why.
That's why they
Wait,
take offense to it.
In all fairness to Zeke, he's not the only one that's dropped a deuce on the alphabet agencies. Look, come on, let's be real.
He dropped a big one.
I didn't.
No, he dropped a big one. He dropped
I've been trying really hard not to.
So,
and I keep ending up in this fucking mess. So
right.
My nom though, it goes to Mr. Sam Smith, because I did enjoy his trying his hardest and his damnedest to stand up to the Primogen, even if it was folly. I mean, I was
for the most part,
laughing, I was crying, I was going, oh my fucking God, he's going to get himself killed right here. And I was here for it. I loved it.
And here's the thing though, if I did get killed off, I had a backup. I had my backup on ready, and y'all know who my backup is.
Look, in my games, you should always come prepared with a spare character sheet.
Here's the thing, though, Silverknife, you know who my backup character is. He's on standby. In case something happens to Sam, he's on standby.
So, my high and low, definitely the battle of wits between Fiona and Sam was a fun, brief interaction.
I think we could all use a laugh this week.
The continued mind storm that poor Johnathan Keats is undergoing and continues to be pummeled with. I really didn't have a low this week, other than not having all the players available right from the get. That's just me, storyteller. Like, I want all my players. So as far as the low, that's as far as it gets. We got several nods to Sam from our viewing audience.
Yeah, for all my bullshit, I got nods. Like, okay, appreciate it.
Sam, you will get the extra XP this week.
Appreciate it.
That doesn't mean make more messes, because you're getting nods.
It does mean it. We're rewarding this behavior. If you want to see
it's not a reward. I figured I might as well say that now.
Week, you get XP. You Diablerized this week, you get XP.
But Mr. Smith, I need a new disciple.
Oh God.
No.
I almost feel like Oprah Winfrey. You get a boon, you get a boon, you get a diablery.
And I get a
Look under your
sticker.
chairs. Look under your chairs.
So, viewing audience, thank you again for joining us. We will see you all at the Prince William by Night McStabber Studios chat stream, where I will drop a Zoom invite for all of you to come and join and talk to us after the fact. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick, and we'll talk to you all soon. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.